Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayadmudirahe Nashtaprayeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevya Bhagavate Uttama Sloke Bhakti Bhavati Nastiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 9, Text number 31. The chapter is titled Brahma's Prayers for Creative Energy. Tata Atmani Loke Cha Bhakti Yukta Samahita Drastasi Mam Tatam Brahman Mai Lokam Tamatmana Tata Atmani Loke Cha Bhakti Yukta Samahita Drastasi Mam Tatam Brahman Mai Lokam Tamatmana Tata Atmani Loke Cha Bhakti Yukta Samahita Drastasi Mam Tatam Brahman Mahi Lokam Tamatmana Tataha thereafter Atmani in yourself Loke in the universe Cha also Bhakti Yuktaha being situated in devotional service Samahita being completely yeah. Sorry, I don't know where we lost. Bhakti Tataha thereafter Atmani in yourself Loke in the universe Cha also Bhakti Yuktaha being situated in devotional service Samahita being completely absorbed Drashta Asi you shall see Mam me Tatam spread throughout Brahman O Brahma Mai in me Lokan all the universe Tvam you Atmanaha the living entities. Translation purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Sri Prabhupada ki jai. O Brahma, when you are absorbed in devotional service, in the course of your creative activities, you will see me in you and throughout the universe. And you will see that you, yourself, the universe, and the living entities are all in me. Translation again. O Brahma, when you are absorbed in devotional service, in the course of your creative activities, you will see me in you and throughout the universe. And you will see that you, yourself, the universe, and the living entities are in me. It is cited herein by the Lord that during his daytime, Brahma would see him as Lord Sri Krishna. He would appreciate how the Lord expanded himself into all the cows during his childhood at Vrindavan. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Yasodamai saw all the universes and planetary systems. He would know how Y within the mouth of Krishna during his playful childhood pastimes. And you would also see that there are many millions of Brahmas during the appearance of Lord Krishna in Brahma's daytime. But all these manifestations of the Lord, appearing everywhere in his eternal transcendental forms, cannot be understood by anyone but the pure devotees, who always engage in devotional service to the Lord and are fully absorbed in the Lord. The high qualifications of Brahma are also indicated herein. Om Agnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Salakaya Chakshurmitan Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manabhistam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swam Rupa Kalamayam Dadati Swa Padantikam. Again, the words. Tata Atmani Loke Cha Bhakti Yukta Samahita Drashtasi Mam Tatam Brahman Mahi Lokam Atmanaha. O Brahma, when you are absorbed in devotional service in the course of your creative activities, you will see me in you and throughout the universe. And you will see that you yourself, the universe, and all the living entities are all in me. Right? So, here the Lord, after hearing the prayers from Lord Brahma, started speaking to Lord Brahma. Right? About his various tattva. You will see me in you. Right. That is his Paramatma Tattva as a super soul. The Lord is present in each and every living entities. Right. And is all pervasive you expect. He is everywhere in the universe. In each and every atom he is there. Right. Within the atom and in the atom, he is there. He is all pervasive you expect. In Bhagavad Gita, it's mentioned, Yamam Pachati Sarvatra Sarvam Chamai Pachati. Right. For one who sees me everywhere and sees me everywhere and no, and sees everything in me, for him I am never lost, nor is he ever lost to me. Yamam Pachati Sarvatra Sarvam Chami Pachati. Tasyam na pranashami, satyam me na pranashati. The 6th chapter, Bhagavad Gita, 30th verse is there. So, how does one know the Lord? Right. Yet, Lord is mentioned to Lord Brahma because of his exalted position as a devotee, pure devotee. Bhaktyamam abhijanati yavana shasmi tatota. Only by process of devotional service, one can know the Supreme Lord. Right? Only by the process of devotional service. Not by Atha Sri Krishna Namadina Bhavet Grayam Indriyai. By our blunt material senses, we are not going to know the Supreme Lord. Sheo Mukhe Jivada Swameva Swadeda. But by process of devotional service, right, we'll be able to pursue the Supreme Lord. And in this case, Lord Brahma is able to do that. And then Lord reminds him of Srila Prabhupada mentions that in his purport about how once the Lord expanded himself into all the cows during his childhood in Vrindavan. Right. In the Brahma Vimohan Leela, this wonderful pastime which took place, right, immediately once when Lord Krishna with his childhood boys went for a picnic. And the childhood boys, the cow, and no, they went for a picnic. And they were enjoying all these wonderful pastimes in the picnic, playing and eating and decorating each other and touching each other. They were enjoying, and there, right in the picnic, they saw this nice um, big python with open mouth, and they just saw that, thought that, oh, this is just like a what we normally see in the playground. Different statues, different caves. So as if they are entering the cave, they entered into the mouth of this python, who's Agashur. And Lord Krishna also then he saw that no, this is not just a cave, this is the demon. He entered. Then he expanded himself. Ultimately, he killed the demon. But since the demon gave pleasure, even for a moment, to his friends, to allow them to enter in his mouth, which they thought that as a cave. Right. The Lord imparted him, after killing him, imparted him Sarupya Mukti. Sarupya Mukti. And he went to Vaikuntha with 400 Vishnu form as Vishnu Dutta. Right. That's the Lord's mercy. And after that, the Lord Krishna takes all the friends and the cows to the shore of Jamuna, and they start again eating their food which they had brought for the picnic. And the cows are being led further in the forest, away from them. And suddenly, Lord Brahma thought that this childhood friends, he saw this thing of that they've entered into the cave, which is like basically the mouth of Bakasur, and ultimately this big demon got killed. What happened? How did that happen? Who are these boys? And how come they are so much trying to touch this boy with a peacock feather? This entire pastime, by the way, killing of Bagashur happened on the appearance day of Lord Balram. So Lord Balram did not go out on that day for the picnic because Mother Jasoda and Mother Rohini um, held him back. No, you have to perform yajna, you have to perform abhishek, you have to perform abhishek of you have to then give charity to the Brahmana. So they held him back. Right. And then we see that Lord Brahma takes away all the cows and all the coward friends of Lord Krishna for a moment. He takes him away, takes them away. And the moment of Lord Brahma is almost a year which passed away on earth. And now Mr. Krishna had to return back with all the coward boys and cows. So that the mothers of those boys and the cows no, they are not separated and are not in anxiety. And Krishna thought about it for a moment, and then immediately, He expanded himself as the cowherd boys, as the cows, and returns back. And we see there are almost for an year, the mothers were so affectionate to the children. The cows were giving bumper milk and they were so affectionate to the cows. Because now they didn't know, but now it's, Lord Balaram could figure out that, oh, what's happening here? You know. And then he could see that, oh, all those boys, he could see that in those boys is then none different than Krishna. And all the cows were not different than Krishna. And he could not know for a while, he could not figure out that, oh, how come? And then he immediately realized that something is there. And Lord Brahma thinking that, oh, see, I have taken away now all the friends of Krishna and the cows. But then he sees back at Raj and he sees that, oh no, they're all there. And they're all here also where he had taken them. So he is completely in bewilderment for a moment. And then now he understands the position of Lord Krishna and returns back all the cowherd boys and cows. And as if they were coming back from a long journey in the forest, they came back again when once Krishna went into the fields with all his expanded Krishna and the cows. Right. So they returned back. Right. So Sri Prabhupada mentions that, oh, yes, this happened during a day of Lord Brahma. This pastime happened, where the Lord had expanded himself. There's so many cowherd boys, so many cows. Or at the time when one day Krishna ate mud, people complained to the Mother Jasoda that your Lala has eaten mud. Right. And Mother Jasoda immediately, near a place called Brahmana Ghat, immediately tells Krishna that, oh, okay, so what's happening? Why did you eat mud? It's not something which you have to put in your mouth. No, I did not eat. Open your mouth. Don't speak a lie. And in the mouth of Lord Krishna, he gives darshan of the entire Brahmanda, entire universe, right within his mouth. In the mouth of Lord Krishna, Mother Jasoda could see Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, even Vishnu lying on Garbhadaksha Vishnu. Could see right in his mouth. And not only that, she could see herself also in the mouth, in his mouth. And she feels completely, bewildered, confused, almost like, about to faint. Because now it was interacting with her Vatsalya mood, interfering with her Vatsalya mood. That here she is considering her Kana as a child, her own Lala, and now what kind of the black evil is happening? That in his mouth, all these things are there. Right. And Lord Krishna then uncovers his pastime and returns back as a normal child and embraces Mother Jasoda. Some of the pastime where he shows Mother Jasoda. And why Mother Jasoda? Because she's a pure devotee, right? Pure devotee in the Vatsalya mood of Lord Krishna. Pure devotee in the Vatsalya mood of Lord Krishna. That Lord Krishna himself must consider Mother Jasoda as his mother and gives her that privilege after austerities in the previous lifetime. Right. So that's again, Mother Jasoda is able to attain that position. There's a mother, foster mother, or the mother of Lord Krishna by performance of devotional service. So things are possible, right? We can understand the Supreme Lord only by the process of devotional service. Premanjana Shuita Bhakti Vilochanena Santa Sadeva Hridayeshu Viblokayanti. Only when our eyes are anointed by the soul of the law of Godhead, we can understand God. We can see the Lord. With a material vision, we cannot even see the Lord. What about understanding the Lord? We cannot even see the Lord with a material vision. Right. So the Lord is present everywhere. No, He's present in each and everybody's heart. Vasni tattva tattva vida tattvam yad jnanam advyam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagwaniti sabdhyate. Right. As is all pervasive, you expect Brahman, but He is present everywhere in the universe. Right. Or in his Paramatma, localized aspect of the Supreme Lord, where he is present in each and everybody's heart. That's Paramatma. Or the Bhagwan concept of the Supreme Lord. But beyond that, he is just having these unlimited pastimes with his devotees. Paritana sadhanam vinachetatam, paritana sadhanam. Giving pleasure to the devotees. Giving pleasure to the devotees in the mood, right? Reciprocating the way they have performed devotional service. Right. These are wonderful pastimes of the Supreme Lord, which Srila Prabhupada encapsulates that in his purport. See, and Krishna reminds, during your day itself, this pastime happened. And Lord Brahma, after being bewildered, he feels repentant that he caused anxiety even for a moment to Lord Krishna. And he goes there to offer prayers to the Supreme Lord. And goes to see the Lord, Dwarka. The gatekeeper stop him. Right. I'm Lord Brahma. You can tell. And then the gatekeepers go and come back and say, Lord Krishna is asking, which Lord Brahma? And Lord Brahma says, which Lord Brahma? I'm the only Lord Brahma. I'm Brahma. And so they allow him to go in, and there, when Lord Brahma goes near Lord Krishna, he sees that there are millions of Lord Brahma. Right. And he has 4 headed, but there are Brahmas with 10 heads, there are Brahmas with 100 heads, 1,000 heads, millions of heads. And Shiva with 5 heads, Shiva with 10 heads, Shiva with 100 heads, thousands of heads. They'd all come there and offering prayers to Lord Krishna. And here Lord Brahma thought that no, he's only Lord Brahma and he's feeling insignificant. Right. Ah Brahma Bhuna Loke Puna Avartino Arjuna. All the way from Lord Brahma to an insignificant ant. Everybody comes, goes to this cycle about that. So no, it becomes completely bewildered. And he offers prayers again to the Supreme Lord that, forgive me for my no, but this is not no, this is our Sampradaya Guru. No, it's basically Lord Krishna. No, this is the Yogamaya potential of the Supreme Lord, where even his devotees can get bewildered. At any time, they cannot take for granted that they are the only devotee of the Supreme Lord. Right. Lord Brahma prays that, let me be fixed in your devotional service and give me birth where I do not get puffed up of my position. So we see in Gaur Lila, he is born as Haridas Thakur, taking birth in otherwise a Mlecha family. Right. And completely absorbed in chanting the holy name of the Supreme Lord. And he enters into the pastime of Gauranga Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Lord. Okay, are there any questions? So that's where this thing comes that, there are many millions of Brahmas during the appearance of Lord Krishna in Brahma's daytime. This person also happened during Brahma's daytime. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks. Nice class, Prabhu. Prabhu, you had mentioned that a devotee is never lost to Krishna, nor is Krishna lost to the devotee.
Yes.
Correct? So we can understand a devotee being a jiva. All of us are jivas and we have also forgotten Krishna. That's why Krishna is lost to us, so to say.
Mm-hmm.
But then Krishna knows everything.
Yeah.
And Krishna is everywhere. So how can anybody, whether devotee or non-devotee, ever be lost to Krishna?
Yeah. Well, Krishna knows everything, but we forget our position.
Correct.
We forget our position. We want to enjoy separately from the Supreme Lord. Why only Krishna is the enjoyer? Why not us? So we forget our position. So we become lost to him because we don't think about the Supreme Lord. This man Satatam Kirtan Tamam. Oh, why Satatam Kirtan Tamam? No, it's, at times we feel 16 rounds is also a drag. Why 16 rounds? 2 hours? Oh. Right. And times we chant multitasking. So, so it is we who are, for us, Lord is lost. Not that, Lord knows everything. Does that answer your question?
Partially, Prabhu. I was trying to figure out what does that word, what's that lost mean? Like, how can anyone be lost to Krishna? He is everywhere. He knows everything.
Yeah.
So devotee or non-devotee, that way.
Yeah, so from the Lord's perspective, yes, devotee or non-devotee, they are not lost to him, but he makes them feel that, okay, just like he reciprocates with his devotees more than non-devotees. Right?
Okay, yeah.
From that
angle. Answers it.
Right? He reciprocates with them more. Giving us that, in one sense, though we are rascals, and we want to forget Krishna. Krishna does not forget us, but gives us, okay, try out, free will. Just like a child wants to be independent of his father, right? And the father says, no, be with me. No, I want to be independent. No, this, not that. Okay, try it out, go. So in that way, the child is lost. That no means he's not with his father, but the father always thinks about the child. It's not that no means in that way he forgets the child, but he's not with him. You understand? So from that angle, he's lost. Not that the Lord does not know. No, in fact, the Lord expands himself as Paramatma, and he's there within us. In each and every element which comprises of our body, is there. That's also Lord's energy. And Lord is present in each and every element. But he makes us feel, okay, I'm away from the Lord. In one sense, we are never away from the Lord, our Lord's energy. But we are away in our consciousness. Does that answer?
Yeah, Prabhu. Thanks. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. It's 7:01. Other questions, discussions we can take in the Nityam Bhagavata Sevya. Thank you very much. I'd like to wish you all a safe and Krishna conscious day ahead. And we'd like to offer our prayers to the Supreme Lord by chanting Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare.
Jai
Jai Narsingha, Shri Narsingha, Jai Jai Narsingha Deva, Praladesha, Jai Padma, Mukha Padma, Bringa, Ugram Veeram Mahavishnu, Karam, Narsingha, Bhisham, Bhadram,
Nrsimha Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Jai.
And let us offer our humble obeisances at the lotus feet of all the assembled Vaishnavas. Vancha Vaishnavinda ki God Premanande
Thank you, Madhupati.
Thank you, Madhupati, for
Thank you, everybody.
everybody. Hare Krishna.
Hare